Hi, this is Roger. Thanks for dropping by. After all the anticipation and the incredibly long wait, like the whole of the summer, we finally have a Dracula Bella bloom that's opened. This is opened overnight. I don't think it's fully stretched out yet. And the other two buds look like they're going to hang in there as well. Very large blooms on this one. Very large, very attractive. As I said, it's I'm not sure it's quite stretched out as it should be. This top antennae bit should be almost vertical, but colours on this are gorgeous. Well, it's patterning more than colours, I suppose. But the wobbly bit in the centre is fascinating. It's like on a hinge, so moves with the slightest touch. Hopefully doesn't fall off. It's an aid to pollination, basically. When an insect gets anywhere near there, it can't stabilise itself, and as a consequence would be highly more likely to get the polliners stuck to it as it starts flapping around trying to balance. So a little aid to pollination, but yes, very wobbly. I don't remember noticing that last time. Fascinating. Anyway, it's finally opened. And this is the only Dracula I've ever got to bloom. I mean, I haven't got many. I think I've only got 2 or 3. But yeah, this one could be classed as a reliable bloomer, since it's actually grown about probably a dozen spikes through the summer, all of which are aborted. But now we've got the cooler weather and everything has settled down for a more suitable climate for a Dracula, cooler. It seems to be performing again. There's no sign of any new spikes coming, so these 3 are probably going to be it for a while, and then it's probably going to concentrate again on new growths, which it just seems to continuously do. The plant just is getting bigger and bigger, so I'm well pleased with the plant. And at last a bloom. Fascinating, I'd call that, rather than beautiful. But nonetheless, yeah, a good one to have for me, as I'm not too keen on the tiny blooms. The only way I'll put up with tiny blooms is when there's a mass of them. I'll put up with that. I mean, twinkle blooms are tiny as individual blooms, but when you get a mass like that, I can live with that. As opposed to ones like this, which I'm not so keen on living with. Those are minute. Gorgeous colour. I'm really surprised that thing bloomed. Such a tiny plant. It's nowhere near the size I thought it would have to get to, but it did. So there we are then. Short and sweet. Dracula Bella finally performing. See you next time. I just thought I'd add this on the end. The Cattleya genmanii, which is variety Cerulean, when it opened, it was almost pure white. The delicate tinge on the petals and sepals was so faint the camera couldn't pick it up. Well, as the blooms are aging, the colour has become a little more pronounced. And bonus, it's quite fragrant. So good stuff.